crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I can jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission.
It's week 1 of the National Football League.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Nashville. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
There were a few eyebrows raised when Tennessee took Malik Willis in the 3rd round this year, but rest assured, Ryan Tannehill is still the man in Tennessee after leading the Titans to the top seed in the AFC last season. His 12 wins were the most he's posted in 9 seasons as an NFL starter. And he's only the 3rd quarterback to lead the Titans to 3 playoff appearances in the NFL, joining Steve McNair and Warren Moon.
Steps away. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now Fields. Finding Knox there, complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Touchdown, Titans. John Brown, 46 yards. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ken Walker with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants are back within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Ken Walker. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, both the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Fields out to his left. That is complete downfield to Knox. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, it's Fields. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
141 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On second down, here's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Parkey is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Fields on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On play action, Fields to Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Fields. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Let's take a glance now at the Giants' picks in the 2022 draft. And, you know, they have been known in the past for drafting linemen early. And this year they kind of took that to an extreme, taking 2 of them inside the top 10 to lead an 11-player class.
And arguably the top 2 players at their positions that they got with those big guys that they selected. How about them taking Kayvon Thibodeau, 5th overall, a terrific pass rusher, and offensive tackle Evan Neal out of Alabama. They got him in the number 7 slot in the first round.
Fields now to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kenneth Walker making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Kenneth Walker. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Gano the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So the defense creating some points. Not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver Brown. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. And take it right on the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Tannehill. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Robert Woods got to close out his 5-year tenure in Los Angeles as a Super Bowl champion. Remember, he began in the NFL with the Buffalo Bills. What a nice ending there out on the West Coast for a consistent receiver who was lost with injury 9 games into 2021. Now, on his next great adventure in Tennessee, where he can immediately form a nice duo with A.J. Brown. Good play from the man they call Bobby Trees.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. So looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Finding Knox there, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zach Cunningham in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Fields. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Walker once more. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ken Walker now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Giants are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, a 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Throwing on second and 8. Tannehill. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now in Nashville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Henry again on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 33. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So on comes the kicker, Cody Parkey, in a big spot. This for a fourth quarter lead. The kick by Parkey is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, it's Fields. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1. And this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Fields' throw caught by Tony. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Justin Fields. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titans. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll try the right side with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Henry. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The New York set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Shifts by him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Straight ahead, Walker. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Runs over it. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Hey, I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing Tannehill.
Flushed out right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Pass to Brown, he's got it on the crossing route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Giants, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the...
Come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion.